When you're putting these together, here is my white square, here is my first blue square. Line them up, stitch down the side, but as you're putting them under your machine, lower your needle into it, start stitching. When you get to this end, don't just let it go. As you're stitching, use something like a stiletto or your unpicker to guide that last little bit through, because you know how you're stitching all the way down here, then you let it go here, because you have to, otherwise you're going to stitch your fingers and it goes all wonky donkey. Instead of that, just guide it through with an unpicker. So stitch through there, set the seam, press it out. Measure that first one. That should be 4.5 inches, because the next one you're going to add is already perfectly cut at 4.5 inches. Obviously, that's not going to be sitting there because that's like that. That should line up, stitch that, press it out, add the next one, press it out. Each time you're adding the next one, that will be the size. So you've got 6.5. You're adding a 4.5 there, then that one will be 6.5. So just measure them as you go, just until you get the hang of it. And it's fairly simple to do, and 12.5 inches at the end. Do press them out in between. It makes the world of difference. When I pressed this one to start with, it was a smidge under 12.5. So as you always know, go back to the ironing board, because if you've got a 1/4 inch seam, maths is maths is maths. It's your ironing that's not working, which is why I say press them out in between. I gave it a really good solid press, and that's now perfect 12.5 inch.